Feet from Gold. Now this one it's a story version, but it's from the Napoleon Hill Foundation.
Darby was a young aspiring gold miner and got gold fever. Goes out west and starts digging. Sure enough, discovers a couple little nuggets in a hole. He buries it and hides it and goes home and tells his family and friends. Well, they chip in money to buy equipment to pull it out by the truckload. Well, sure enough, the first ore cart comes out and it's filled with gold. Woohoo! They're gonna be rich! And they kept digging, but the gold ran out. They kept digging, but there was no more gold. Defeated, Darby walks out of that mine and says, "I quit, I'm through!" And sees a junk man walking by. He says, "Hey buddy, give me $200. I'll sell you this mine and all the equipment. I'm going back home." Well, the junk man, realizing the equipment was worth thousands, said, "Of course, you got yourself a deal." And then Darby goes home defeated. But the junk man, he does something brilliant. He goes to a local engineer, an expert in mining, and says, "What happened?" Says Darby hit gold and ran out. Well, the engineer starts laughing. He says, "That's so simple. That's like mining 101. Everyone knows that gold runs in a straight line. It's called a gold vein." What Darby did is come in one side, hit gold, and he popped back into dirt. He said, all you got to do is go back to where they discovered treasure, go 90 degrees, just 3 feet the opposite direction, and you'll tap back into the vein. Not only did the junk man pull millions of dollars out, but it still fills Fort Knox today. Oh, and the moral is, how many times have we or someone we know quit one class short from a degree or sales or marketing or anything that's hard? And I quickly realized it's the most successful people on our planet, all they do is one simple task different than you and I. What is that? Well, they don't give up when they're that close to the finish line.
If you don't know who Napoleon Hill is, then you need to read this book first and foremost over anything else that I tell you, and that is Think and Grow Rich. Now, if you've never read Think and Grow Rich, because of the title, like, my goal isn't to be rich. Stop being a little bitch. My goal isn't to be rich, stop being a little bitch. Hey, it rhymes. How do you think of that? This book is about thinking. Now, this book is about how you think. This is an end game of thinking in 75 Hard. This is not about just being fit and healthy. It's a mental toughness game. He says that over and over in 75 Hard. This is a mental toughness game. And Think and Grow Rich and 3 Feet from Gold are related. So, Think and Grow Rich, I should just do a whole video on this. People do whole courses, people base their entire career off of Think and Grow Rich. So you should really read this if you haven't. Anyways, I didn't read that part of my program, so we're not going to go into it. But 3 Feet from Gold is from the Napoleon Hill Foundation, and it was also written by Sharon Lectre and Dr. Greg Esri. Now, the story is about Greg and his journey about discovering and meeting different people, kind of more like what Napoleon Hill did, but it's just that process in here and how he made some changes, right? Mentally, the mental toughness game. And Sharon Lectre, if you don't know who she is if you know anything about real estate, like what we talked about with Monopoly, Sharon Lectre wrote Rich Dad Poor Dad with Robert Kiyosaki. So that's just a couple ideas to sit there and give you a couple books in there.